everyone, and welcome to Daily Dice. I'm Sam, and I've got my good friend Richard. How's it going, mate?
Good, mate.
Good lad, good lad. Today I'm going to be running the Black Templars. This is a game we've been waiting for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, mate, you've been pestering me
I've
every
been
week.
pestering him every week trying to get hold of him, and I finally got hold of him. Richard, what are you running?
Chaos Space Marines, Iron Warriors.
Yes, so it's the Revenge and the Iron Cage, or is it just another trap? Who knows? We'll get back to you in the lists. So this is 1,000 points of Black Templars. I'll quickly go through the list. Starting the list off is the Judas here. He's my Warlords, and I've given him Partition's Edge. I had the point spare, so basically his weapon is Strength 8, -3 AP, 2 damage. He'll be joining the Sword Brethren squad. 3 of them have got power weapons. One's got the Master Crafted, and one has got the hammer. I've got a unit of 5 Assault Intercessors, one with a Power Fist. A unit of 5 Normal Intercessors. Then we have got an Impulsor. Everything on it is basically what you see, what you get. The Multi-Melter, the Iron Hail Sky Talon Array in the bolters. And then we've got 2 Dreadnoughts. So we've got the Redemptor. Again, I think you see is what you get. You've got the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, the little Gatling Cannon, the 2 little bolters, and the Rocket Pod on top. And then finishing the list off is a Brutalis. He's got his Twin Talons, his 2 Melters, and the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber on top. So that is the list. Let's see what it can do against the forces of the Iron Warriors. So this is 1,000 points of Iron Warriors. Richard, what have we got?
Okay, so it's your standard index detachment, which means you've got the dark packs on all the units to boost the shooting or combat, and then each unit has a mark of chaos.
Yep.
So we've got, as battle line, we've got Chaos Cultists, all with auto guns, and they have the mark of Nurgle.
Yep.
Which means potentially in the game they can play stratagem so they can't be shot at.
Yep.
Yep. The next battle line units will be 5 Legionnaires. They've got the mark of Khorne, which means they can fight on death and they get lethal hits in combat.
Yep.
We've got a unit of Havocs. We've got the mark of Tzeentch, which can give them lethal hits on the shooting, well, more powerful lethal hits, should I say, and they can also come back to life with the mark of Tzeentch.
Right.
My Warlord is a Demon Prince, a Winged Demon Prince.
Yep.
He's got the mark of Nurgle again, so he's tougher and he has the stratagem, so he can't be shot at.
Yep.
We've got a Venom Crawler, which for some reason has amazing guns now, even though they're tiny. That's got the mark of Tzeentch to boost its firepower. It no longer gives boosts to magic or anything anymore, but I'm not complaining.
Yep.
We've got a Mauler Fiend at the back. That's got the mark of Slanesh, so that thing can move faster with the stratagem. It also gets extra attacks in combat because of mark of Slanesh. It's got strong enough, it's got high enough strength, it doesn't need lethal hits, so the speed helps.
Cool.
And then lastly, we've got my tank, we've got my Vindicator. That has got the mark of Undivided. So my army has all the marks, so I'm quite happy with that. The reason it's got the mark of Undivided is because
The rerolls?
The rerolls.
Yeah.
Because it's got quite a swingy gun.
Yep.
Having access to a stratagem to allow you rerolls would be very, very, very handy for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's got all the gubbins on the top. It's got a combi weapon, it's got a Havoc launcher, and everything else is what you see is what you get.
Cool, man. Nice list.
Thanks, man.
So the cards we drew are Sweeping Engagement. That's the deployment zone. So 5 objective markers and they're the deployments. The primary mission we drew, well, we didn't draw, we just thought we'd go with Taking Hold again, like the last game. Just makes it a little bit easier. 5 points for each objective you hold to a max of 15, nice and easy. The mission rule is minefields. So advanced roll of a 6, you take a mortal wound. So there's mines all over the battlefield. And this is the battlefield, all set, ready to go. 5 objective markers, like I said, so 1 right in the middle, which is here. And then we've got 1 in this deployment zone over here. one just next to this building, no man's land, one in this deployment zone here, and one inside this building in no man's land. As far as the terrain goes, they're all just large ruins, we class them as, so they're all sort of obscuring to if you're at the other side of the ruin. So there's this, we've sort of blocked it off with some containers just to make it a solid structure. This building, that one in the middle, that building over there, and that one. And then we've got the pipes, which we're just playing the normal rules for. So if you're within 3 inches of the pipes, you get your cover save. So I'll be back in the deployment. Battlefield is set. Everyone is deployed. The Black Templars, I have put some assault intercessors over here, just near this objective, ready to run to it maybe. I've put the intercessors there. The Redemptor, just getting a little bit of cover from that pipe there. I've put the Brutalis and the Impulsor just hiding behind this building. The Impulsor has got the Judas here and the sort of Brethren in. And then over to Richard's deployment. Richard, what we're looking at?
My Carnate Legionnaires outside of the ruin, facing off with the objective. Then I've got pretty much a line of all my tough guys, Mauler Fiend, Venom Crawler, Demon Prince and Vindicator, all in the centre, so they can go anywhere they're needed. Then we've got Cultists. Cultists have sticky objectives, so they're going to raise the banner on this objective, then they're going to leg it under the cover of my chain cannons.
Nice.
My deployment.
Love it, mate. So we might as well go live in roll off for first turn.
I would actually prefer to go second here.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a low number. 3. That's 5.
I'm going first.
Iron Warriors, turn 1. Good luck. So, Richard's movement. What have we done, Rich?
Okay. Havocs have just moved up slightly to the wall because they're not going to do anything all game because the guns are too short range.
Yep.
They've wished the Cultists best of luck, who are now going to run across the battlefield and try and capture that objective.
I'll quickly
is my tempting target, by the way. The secondary is a tempting target, which is that objective over there. So, Cultists, good luck, lads. Cleanse. That's where I've got to try and cleanse 2 objectives in the mid board. I ain't going to be doing that, so it's getting ditched at the end of the time.
Yep, cool. And then, what's happened over here?
Vindicator's moved into the ruin, so he can see out. He can draw a line of sight to the base of that Brutalis Dreadnought, so he's going to cop a Demolisher shell to his face. Demon Prince, he's just moved up a little bit just so he can counter-charge, fly over.
Yeah.
Venom Crawler, with its ridiculously amazing guns, which is probably going to do nothing, to be fair, has moved up so you can see the Brutalis as well.
Yep,
because
cool.
New Painted Model Syndrome needs to die.
That's it.
Mauler Fiend, MVP, rolled a 6 for his advance, so he got onto the objective. He just happened to step on a mine while he did it, so he took a wound. And these, because they're Iron Warriors, they saw some sandbags, so they went and stood behind it.
That's it. Looking good.
That was shooting phase.
Right, first bit of shooting. Venom Crawler with its Excruciator cannons.
Okay, so it's got 12 shots.
Into the Brutalis.
It's done its Dark Pact. It's got the marker Zinch.
Yep.
Which means 5s and 6s to hit, arrow or wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And it hits on a 3+. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 or wounds.
3 misses. Or 4 misses.
4 misses. And then
full house.
It's strength 6. Your toughness is
10.
10. So 5s and 6s to wound. So there's another wound. So that's 5. Because you've got a cover save. It'd be 5, 2 plus armor saves, 2 damage a pop.
5, 2 plus armor saves.
Yep, so you take 2 damage.
I'll
just got your vow.
Leave. Yep, so my vow, sorry, I forgot to say that, is uphold the honour of the Emperor, so I get 6 up drugs. Nope, so it took 2 wounds. Second bit of shooting, the Vindicator, Demolisher Cannon, into the Brutalis again.
Right, and I'm going to play a stratagem called Profane Zeal, which means I reroll all hits and reroll all wounds because I've got the Mark of Undivided.
Lovely.
So, because I've used my 1 CP for that, that basically means that for the amount of shots I'm going to roll a 1.
basically. And also I'm going to use
No, I rolled a 6.
armor contempt.
Oh.
Lovely.
Hitting on freeze, wounding on freeze, re-rolling everything.
Sounds good. Go for it.
So that's 1 miss.
Yep.
Full house.
Should you use your Dark Pact?
I don't need to.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, what does the Dark Pact do for him? Just.
Yeah, the Dark Pact for him gives him reroll 1s, but I'm getting rerolls
right.
from the stratagem instead.
Fair play.
And like we said, the stratagem said I didn't have to do a Dark Pact.
Oh, that's true.
So now it's freeze to win because I'm strength 14, your toughness 12, yeah?
Yep. Toughness 10.
Oh, it took, yeah,
But
it's still freeze, isn't it?
Rerolling them.
Good job and all.
I know. Nice.
Almost a full house, that's 8.
Well, 8 free up saves. -3, yeah.
It -3.
But -1.
So you reduce the AP by 1.
And then in cover. So reduce it by 2.
Either way, you can't have a 2 up save when you're in cover, can you? Because of the cover rule.
He's got a 2 up save anyway.
Yeah, and it's -3.
So it ignores 1 for armor contempt.
Yeah.
And ignores 1 for being in cover. All it means is you can improve your save if you've got a 2 or 3 up. So I end up on a 3 up, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So 8 free ups.
8 free ups, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do these one at a time in case I need a CP. Oh, what's the damage on this?
D6.
I'll just keep going. Oh my god, this is absolute bull. I'm just going to roll the rest. So he's took 3 wounds, so he's taking 3d6, yeah?
You don't have any CP, do you?
I've got... Oh, no, I don't, you're right. So 3d6 damage. Don't do this to me, Richard, please.
Sorry, mate.
Oh my god. I'll quickly try my shrugs. I don't think it'll be much of a difference.
That is 11, 13 wounds.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to pull something really good on my back end here. And I don't. I get 1. See if it blows. It implodes. So end of Richard's turn. Really good turn. He's ditch cleanse. He's going to keep attempting target for next turn. No charges happening. And there is just smoke and rubble where the Brutalis was. Probably my own fault here for not hiding it a little bit more, but I physically couldn't squeeze it in more without this being in the ruin and getting shot instead. And on paper, looking at it, I should have shot him behind here, but live and you learn. So Black Templars, turn 1. Right, beginning of my turn 1. Investigate signals. I need to get 9 inches within the table corners and area denial. So that is obviously deny the centre of the battlefield within 6 inches or 3 inches for less points, but I need one of my units wholly within it. Not great cards. I could get investigate signals for 2 points. Area denial I probably can't get this turn, but I'll keep them for now. Movements. Kind of already on the back foot, so I really need to deny Richard the objectives. So I've moved the assault intercessors here to take that off him. Obviously they're going to be dead next turn, but I have no other option. I just need to deny them objectives. These intercessors have moved to here to grab this corner for 2 points in their sticky objectives because they're intercessors. So I've got this objective. I've moved my Redemptor over here. Could have advanced him and got area denial for 5 points, but he wouldn't have been able to shoot. He'd have probably took some damage next turn, and I really need to get rid of that Vindicator and them colours because they're getting very close to their tempting target. This Impulsor is just tucked in this corner to grab that objective. It's kept its cargo inside for now. So going into my shooting phase, I need to do some damage. That Vindicator is the over moment target, so let's see if we can get rid of it. First bit of shooting, the Impulsor is just going to put everything. I'll tell you what, while I'm here, I'll put the bolters into them. If I can plink a few of them off, that'll be a bonus and they'll get rapid fire into them. So but I'll put the Melter and the Sky Talon Array thing into the Vindicator. Richard has used Pop Smoke for 1 CP, so you're down to 1, yeah?
I'm down to 1 CP, that's correct.
And it's -1 to hits. So we'll start off with the Melter. Let's go. Hitting on 4s. So 1 hits with that Pop Smoke coming in handy, but it's reroll.
Yes!
But then wounding on 5s and 6s. It wounds, 4.
So 5 for a 6 to save, yeah.
Yes.
To get through, so it'll be D6 damage.
D6 damage, 4 damage.
Cool. Puts it down to 7 wounds left.
Puts it down to 7. The Sky Talon Array, hit on 4s. This is sustained hits 1. I'll reroll them. So again, it's an extra 2 hits. And then wounded on 6s. This is the problem. So it gets 4 through.
Is it in its rapid fire range?
This isn't rapid fire, this one, funnily enough.
Is it not rapid
It's not the same as the one on the Brutal. It's a completely different one. This is a Sky Talon, not an Iron Hill heavy stubber.
Oh, I'm going to do this.
Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah.
So is that 5-2 up saves, yeah?
5 2-up saves. Just 1 damage.
Yep. Oh dear.
Fill 2.
3.
Fill 3. Didn't see that one. So he's down to 4. We might be able to get rid of it.
Get rid of it, mate. It's done well, very, very well.
Yeah.
I really badly want to.
Bolt us into the cultists, so it's 8 shots. 1 missed. And then wounding on 3s, I'm guessing.
Yes.
That is 5 saves, no minus.
Yeah.
What's that save? 6 up?
I don't know. I'll see what I roll.
It's 5 cultists.
See if
Possibly a 5
6,
up.
It's a 6, so that's 5 dead.
Nice.
Back rank dead.
Next bit of shooting. Firing deck. All the boys inside, aiming at the cultists with their pistols. So it's 5 for the Sword Brethren and 1 for the Judicia. He's got the Absolver bolt pistol. All the same against cultists. So hit on 3s. 4 hits. So I'm not going to kill him, but wounded on 3s. 4 wounds.
Yeah,
So that'd be
just
4 dead.
Just a champion live.
So that is pretty good because this is OC2. He's OC2. So he can't take that objective. I'm going to go straight to the next bit of shooting and everything from this, besides from the bolters. Bolters are going into him, everything else is going into the Vindicator.
I don't think you can see him anymore.
I'll double check that and get back to you. So we've double checked, I cannot see that cultist. So everything is going into the Vindicator. So come on, it needs to die. Toughness 14, you say?
It's toughness 11.
Toughness 11, so I might as well
Don't forget all the smoke.
do... Yeah, this will be wound on 5 and 6, so I'll do
You
it
go
separate.
with the onslaught, yeah.
Go with the onslaught first. So hitting on 4s now, because it's smoke pouring out of the building. Reroll these. So it's coming in handy, that smoke.
So you want to fish for 6s?
I'm looking for 6s here, yeah. So it wounds on 5 and 6s. And then re-rolling.
Yeah, you can get 2 more 6s, mate, instead. Got one, got 1
So
wound
I got
left.
3 off him. Got 1 wound left. Quickly do the bolters. Not in rapid fire range. All hits.
1 missed.
Oh yeah. No. And then wounds on 6s. Rerolling. No. And then the rocket pod. D3 shots. 3. Hit on 4s. 1 hit. Smoke coming in very handy.
Very handy, yeah.
Strength 9, I think. So 1 wound at -1. So as long as you don't roll a 1.
Not alive.
Nice. And then the last little Gatling cannon.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Hit it on 4s. That's what I need to wound. No, does that have devastating wounds, a little one?
I couldn't tell you, mate. Couldn't tell you.
Let's roll and then I'll double check.
Show you guys and see what you get.
So 6s I need to get.
You need to check wounds.
Yeah, I need to check. I'll re-roll them just anyway. I'll be back in 2 seconds. So it does have devastating wounds. That means the Vindicator is
Does
down.
it explode? It does
It
explode.
does.
Which means it's going to cause D3 wounds to my Demon Prince.
Is it D3, yeah?
Yeah. Causes a wound to my Demon Prince.
Lovely. So, end of my turn, no charges happening. So I get investigate signals for 2 points. Then Ares and Nile, I am going to... It's hard on that. I'll get back to you about that on my next turn, but basically no charging, 2 points for holding this corner with them boys. They did some little bit of pitter-patter fire into the into the
Legionaries.
Took one wound off. And that is it. So, get back to you in Richard's turn 2. Richard's turn 2. He's drew assassination. He kept his tempting targets. Sadly, his cultist filled battle shock.
What cultist you got himself?
Well, he's hidden now, out of sight of everybody in that.
I am become bush.
Then what else have you done, Rich?
Havocs have hopped on top of the ruin. They're going to light up that impulsor with the Reaper auto cannons.
Yep.
Demon Prince is going to help with his wrist gun.
Yep.
The Venom Crawler is going to help with its stupid guns.
Yep.
I've moved my Legionnaires onto the objective. They're going to shoot and flamethrower these intercessors. My Mauler Fiend, I played a stratagem on it so it could advance and charge because I was hoping to get to this pipeline over here and charge those intercessors and get rid of them, but I didn't roll far enough, even with a re-roll. So it's ran around the corner and it's going to help the Legionnaires take on these intercessors in combat.
Cool.
So the only problem I've got really left is what to do with that Redemptor Dreadnought, but I'll deal with everything else and I'll get to him later.
Cool. Right. Well, second bit of shooting because you did a little bit over there with Legionnaires into the assault intercessors. Took a wound off. So first real bit of shooting. The Havocs with the chain cannons are going into the Impulsor.
If you've noticed, the champion is now dead because to make his Dark Pact, the Chaos Gods took his soul.
Yeah.
So I could get my exploding hits. I need one more dice, mate. I'm borrowing you.
You can take one. Hope it betrays you.
Yeah. Right, so because of my Dark Pact and because I've got the Marker's Inch, 5s and 6s to hit are auto wounds.
Right. Yep.
And 3s to hit normally. So lots of 5s and 6s, please. Wound rolls.
Yep. Go.
So that's another 4. So that is 6, 10, 15. 15 armor saves.
Dice didn't betray Richard, it betrayed me, so I won't be using that dice ever again. 3 ups.
Oh my god!
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. I think you've killed it, mate.
Oh, jeez!
Has it got 11 wounds, yeah?
Yes, I think so.
I'm CPing one of them.
Sorry, mate.
That's going out the window. See if it blows up. As the dust settles, I rolled 3 1s out of 6 dice, killing another sword brother. So, tank's gone, sword brother dead, and just to top it off, I broke my Thunderhammer guy off his base, so he's just dry in there. So, good bit of shooting for you so far, Rich.
I know, I'm happy with that.
Might as well go straight into your Demon Prince.
He's not doing a Dark Pact. He doesn't feel like taking any more wounds. He's going to fire his wrist Infernal Cannon at the sword brother.
So, what's the AP on this?
It's AP -1.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter anyway.
He hit with all the shots.
Yep.
It's strength 5, I believe. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 3 to wound.
Yep, cool.
It's 2 wounds at -1, damage 2.
Damage 2, so 3 ups. First one.
Uh-oh.
1 on 1 wounds. Just 1 on 1 wound. Right, next bit of shooting. I'm not bitter at all about that. Venom Crawlers, Excruciator Cannons into these intercessors over there. I've popped Armor Contempt because if I can just keep one alive, I'll be happy with that. Just
I've done a Dark Pact on the Venom Crawler, so it's getting lethal hits on a 5 or a 6 to hit.
That's
so
it.
It's going to be 3s to hit, 5s and 6s are lethal hits.
Yep. Jeez, let me use them dice, huh?
So that's, well, the rest missed. There you go, mate. That is
3.
That's 7.
7 wounds, yep.
7 3+ armor saves. If any fails, is a dead marine.
Yep. It's a 2 die.
2 dead marines.
Not too bad. Right, I've just noticed I haven't been doing my Uphold the Honour of the Emperor, the 6 up shrugs. So this guy's got a wound back. The Impulsor would have actually survived on 2 wounds. And then we're just going to say, instead of rewinding that far back, we're just going to say the Demon Prince will have killed it with his shots. So all of these are on full wounds, but we're still going to say one died. I rolled 3 dice in Phil, didn't get a 6, so seems about right now. Charge phase, Richard has...
Con, Legionnaires and the Mauler Fiend have charged into the Intercessors, and that's it. So
Epic.
we'll resolve that combat now.
I don't know if I do this strat now or not, but I might as well just say the fight on death on 3s, because we're in Uphold Honour of the Emperor.
That's actually last CP, yeah, cool.
Sure. So, end of the combat phase. The managed to cut through the 5 assault intercessors, but they didn't go down without a fight. Managed to swing back and kill 3 of the legionnaires and leaving 1 on 1 wound as well. So a pretty good hit back with them, and they consolidated back over the wall onto the objective. At the end of Richard's turn, he didn't score any of his secondaries, but he got rid of a tempting target and has kept assassination for future turns. So on to my turn 2. So beginning of my turn, I drew Overwhelming Force, which is kill units off an objective, 3 points each to a maximum of 5, and Storm Hostile Objective, just take an objective off an objective that my opponent controlled, and I got 10 points for primary for holding that with the Sword Brethren, and holding this one sticky objective with the Intercessors. So movement, I've sent the Redemptor this way, so you can try and get points for killing that. The Sword Brethren and the Judas here have went over to take care of these. They fired Overwatch after the movement and took 2 wounds off one of them. So let's see what we can do. The Intercessors just stayed there, they're going to be hit on 2, so I mean, kill them too, that'd be great because he's not on that objective. So see what I can do with my shooting. I'm back the shooting. So Oath of Moment target is the Demon Prince. I'm hoping I can do as much damage to him with shooting as I can. And then...
I'm just going to play the... unless you want to move closer to you get within 12.
What's that, mate?
I'll play the 1 CP strategy if you can't shoot unless you're within 12.
Yeah, is he within 12 there?
It's a bit hard for me to measure, but it looks borderline. If you just move like
maybe
an
this
inch,
way,
if
yeah.
If you just did that, then you can shoot.
Cheers for that, mate. Appreciate that. That's sportsmanship from Richard. Then shooting. So he's off moment target. I'm going to start shooting with these 4. I'm just going to go into the 2 Legionnaires there and try and knock them off that objective. So hitting on 2s because I stayed still and I've got heavy weapons. So missed. Oh, that is hit. What am I going on about? Worked on 4s. Not as nice. 2 wounds at -1, but you're in cover.
Yeah. Yeah, you domed one.
Killed that one that's on 1 wound. Do you know what? I'll go straight into the next bit of shooting, which is these pistols into this lone guy here. I'll tell you what, I'll put the Absolver into the Demon Prince.
Cool.
So 4 pistols into that lone guy, hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
Yeah, 1 wound because that has. Yes, I told you. He's going to do a grenade stratagem on your next turn as well.
Do you know what? Might even have to. He doesn't hold that objective, does he? No.
He will do if he passes his morale check.
Is he within 3 of it?
Yeah, I moved him. I think you knocked him over and moved him away. He was just
right. I might need to CP that then because I just don't want Richard getting that.
I'd CP it to kill a cultist.
What did I need that CP for?
Kill the cultist, really.
It's gonna have to be. Kills the cultist. Lovely. The ball pistol, I might as well put it into these because it'll be wounding the Demon Prince on 6s. So hitting on 3s, doesn't it? So everything from the Redemptor into the Demon Prince. I'd love to be able to take him out, but he's on 9 wounds. So he played a strat. What strat was it, Rich?
Don't ask me its name, I can't remember, but he's got stealth.
Basically, he's Pop Smoke.
There's loads of flies around him, he's smelly boy.
So, big gun first, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling these for Oath of Moment. So miss 3, and then wounding on 5s and 6s, but looking for them 6s. Just re-rolling all these.
Horrible Oath of Moment.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
So I do
4 mortal wounds, and you've got 1 2-up save.
Yeah. 2-up save, of course.
So he takes 5 wounds.
CP.
CP.
She takes 4.
Nice. 4 wounds. The bolters. 4, 5, 7, 8. And on 3s. Reroll on that one. And then wounding on 6s. Rerolling these. You got 2 saves. 2 up.
Yep.
Nice. And then the little, I'll tell you what, I'll do the missile on his head. Just 1 shot. And then it's anti-fly, so I'm guessing you fly, so 2s. Wounds at -1, so 2 up. Yep, nice. And then the little gun.
Wait, that's a fail, isn't it?
2, -1, but you're in cover.
Yeah, but you can't get a 2+ save in cover, can you?
You can. You don't improve your save. You can ignore the minus though.
Oh, right, yeah, I get you.
So 8 shots from the little one. And on 4s. Rolling them. Nice. I need these 6s here. He's on how many wounds?
5.
5. I don't think I'll get it, but let's see. So we've got 2 so far. 3 more. Come on. Nah, so just 2.
Yeah, so it's on 3.
Down to 3. Lovely. So combats, they both make the charge, the Redemptor and the Sword Brethren. I'll start with the Redemptor. So 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounds on 3s. See what you can do. Sword Brethren, deads. Yeah, man. 3s. You've got 4 saves, 5 up.
4, 5 saves, yeah?
Yep.
I feel the most dead.
It kills him. That was a good roll.
Didn't explode either.
Doesn't explode. I'll go straight over to the Sword Brethren. So it'll be 4, 8, 11, 12. I might as well make them damage, an extra damage instead of extra attacks.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So these are, it'd all actually be the same, even a master crafted. Could be damage free. You've got 2 wounds, yeah. So these are the swords. Hitting on 3s. Strength 5, so wound on 3s.
No, it's toughness. I'll double check you. Toughness 5 and
Ah, right.
There's still toughness 5.
Nice. So wound on 4s. So you've got 4 saves at -2, please. 4, 5 ups, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So 2 die.
2 die. Thunderhammer. 2 hits. And then wounding on strength 8, isn't it? So it'll be 3s. 1 more at -2.
He dies.
That kills him. And they'll just consolidate.
We'll shimmy along, yeah.
Objective, yep. So end of my turn, I get overwhelming force for 3 VP for killing the, what's it called, that little gribbly thing?
Venom Crawler.
Venom Crawler, 3 VP for that. Storm Hostile objective, same over there as well. I got the 5 VP for that, so that'll put it on 8 VP, which I'm more than happy with. Going into Richard's turn 3.
Yeah. You stupid twat.
You alright over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right, Richard's turn 3. He throws, well, he's already had assassination, he's kept that. Investigate signals.
I've had the worst secondaries ever in this game.
This is get the corners. So on Richard's turn, what have you done, Rich?
Slash stratagem to advance and charge for the Mauler Fiend.
Yep.
Moved my Legionnaire back out of range of your
Intercessors
guns. Demon Prince flew like around the building to land there.
He failed his battle shock as well, didn't
also
he?
battle shock, so I was planning on using the CP to heal him, but you know what? That's now going to be able to get in combat potentially, so maybe it was a blessing in disguise that failed.
Yeah.
The Mauler Fiend might end up getting him. You can't interrupt, can you?
Exactly.
And
so
is your fight on death for infantry thing?
I'll double check that.
Because you obviously could fight on death.
Yeah.
You best check But yeah, so all that's going to happen now is if you want to keep filming, I'm going to roll a
Might
charge.
as well.
I'm going to roll a charge from a Mauler Fiend.
Yep. So literally a 3-inch, 4-inch.
So I rolled a 7, and I'm going to roll a charge for my Demon Prince.
Yep.
So you rolled an 11.
Yeah.
So I think that's both of them in.
Cool. So the Mauler Fiend took a mortal wound on the charge into the Redemptor. So we're going straight into the combat.
Yeah, so I don't want to do a dark pact from the Demon Prince because he could end up failing and killing him.
Yeah.
So he's just going to use his Hellforge weapons on strike mode, so that's 6 attacks.
And I'll also be doing the strats, so he can fight on death on a 3. I think I have to declare it now, so...
Yeah, you do, before the attacks, isn't it?
Yeah, cool.
So, 2s to hit you. It's only strength 8. So they all hit.
Yep.
But it's only strength 8.
So 5 and 6s.
Demon Prince is well known for being weak. So your toughness is...
Toughness is 10.
Yeah, so 5s and 6s then.
Yep.
Just a wound, mate. Minus 2.
Minus 2, so 4 up. No.
So you take 2 damage because damage free.
Damage free, so 6s. No. So he's down to 9 wounds remaining.
Oh, wasn't that a devastating Demon Prince? Eh?
Now the big boy.
He is going to do a Dark Pact.
Yep.
Which he fails, so he takes D3 mortal wounds. Takes a wound.
Takes a wound.
So he's down to 10. But he's going to have he's going to go for explodey hits.
And did he roll 6 on his advance? Or was it a 5?
A 5.
It's a 5, that was it. Explodey hits, yeah, cool.
So I'll just do his Lash of Tendrils first.
Go for it, man.
So that hits 5 times plus 3 extra.
Yep.
These are strength 7, so 5s and 6s.
Go for it.
So that's 1, 2, 3, minus 1.
Minus 1, so 3 ups. He's alright there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 times it, yeah. So I say what could caught up with red
Yeah.
change. So his Mauler Fiend Fists, which I need to not drop the ball here. Oh, they've done alright. So I've got 2 misses, but I've got 3 extra hits.
Yep.
These are strength 14.
3s.
So 3s.
The important one.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at minus 2.
Minus 2, so it'll be 4 ups. I don't have any CP, so just roll them.
That's too many, mate. Wasn't it? Did I roll?
5, I think you put through.
Did it?
How much was it went through? 1, 2, 3. I'll double. I'll tell you what. What's the damage on it?
D6 plus 1.
Let's double check. I'm sure it was 5. But I'll double check.
10 wounds.
Yeah, so it was 5. I'm on 10 wounds, so it's 2d6 damage. That's without the minus 1s, because obviously
Yeah,
it's a Redemptor.
so I need to roll a 10 for 2 dice.
Basically, and I need to do
Oh!
6. So I guess I'll do my shrugs.
Yeah.
And he
That's only 6
saved.
dice.
It was,
Give him one more.
how many did it take?
7.
6, 7, so yeah. There we go. So he saved 3, so he took 4 wounds. So he's down to 6.
Oh, that didn't go very well.
No. Oh, is he down to 6? Took 4 wounds, he was on 9, so he's on
He's on 6.
5. 6? 7, 8, 9. No, he's on 5. He took 4. 5 wounds. I don't think that degrades him, but I'll double check and I'll do my attacks back on that Demon Prince. So yeah, it degrades at 4. So he's just doing his normal attacks. I'll do everything to the Demon Prince, seeing though it's on 3 wounds, and I have rerolls for all for moment. So hitting on 3s.
Good job and all.
It's a very good job. Very good job indeed.
Oh, that's what you want.
That's what you want. Wounding on.
Toughness 10.
Yep, 3s. Reroll
Oh
that.
my god.
That is 5 4 saves. If any fails, is a dead Demon Prince.
Oh,
And he falls.
I've got Deadly Demise,
Ooh,
so on a 6
nasty.
I'll explode. I did.
It does.
So you take 3 mortal wounds and my thing takes... everyone takes
God,
3.
that wasn't the explosion.
Wham!
Right, Richard got rid of investigate signals and assassination. You just weren't happy with them and you'd rather have the CP, Rich?
Mate, you guys all the way over here. It's pretty much whoever wins this fight in the centre and then it's game over really, innit?
Yeah, so we'll go into my...
Absolutely battered war machines there.
I know, I'm only on 2 wounds well after the shrugs. What are you on 7?
Yeah, but I'll fight first in combat.
Yeah,
You
do.
can shoot me.
That's true. With just a -1 to hit, yeah. So let's see what happens into my turn 3. Right, my turn 3.
Yes.
I get behind enemy lines, defend stronghold. So behind enemy lines, as it says, it's behind the enemy line, so in their deployment zone. 1 unit, it's 3 VP, 2 units, it's 5. Defend stronghold, I need to hold my home objective at the end of Richard's turn. So basically, I got the 15 for holding 3 objectives. So it was this one, that one he passes battle shock, and this one, the sticky one. Movement, I fell back with my Redemptor because he's actually not in range of that yet. So basically, he'd have to come for me instead of just killing me in my turn in combat and then consolidating into that and getting the 5 points. He'll have to come for me in his turn.
Who's your oath of moment target, by the way?
My oath of moment target is probably doesn't matter at this stage. So I might as well make it that lone guy over there.
Okay.
Because if I can take you off that objective, yeah, because I think the Redemptor will die either way. Yeah, cool. So it's that lone guy.
Okay.
And like I say, these move forward just to get in range. She'll be hitting on freeze now. And that is movement. These guys want to try and get as far forward as they can so they can reach this big fella and stay within his deployment zone for 3 VP. In the other one, behind enemy lines and defense stronghold, yeah. So basically, if Richard takes that off me in his turn, then I'll lose out on 5 VP. So into the shooting phase. Shooting phase, we'll start off with the intercessors, trying to take out that lone legionnaire. So 8 shots, hitting on freeze now because they moved. Let's see what we can do. Re-rolling because he's off a moment, and then wounding on 4s, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And re-rolling them. God, it is hot in here, Rich.
It is.
I am sweating. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7 of your normal saves, -1, but you are in cover, sir.
He's alive.
And he is alive.
Oh, he's riddled holes.
Oh, man. Right. The Redemptor can't shoot because it fell back. And I'm guessing they're all out of 18 inch. So that is my turn, mate.
Cool.
No charging. But that gets me behind enemy lines for 3 points. And I am still keeping defense stronghold because that'll either make Richard leave my Redemptor alone or I'll get 5 points. Into Richard's turn 4. Start Richard's turn 4. Drew 2 pretty good cards for this later game.
Finally.
No prisoners. Secure no man's land. So no prisoners. Each unit he kills, he gets 2 VP. Secure no man's land. Hold 2 objective markers in no man's land.
Yeah, while we're also in the command phase, I'm going to play Skin Shift.
Yes.
On my Mauler Fiend.
Yep.
1 CP, so I'm down to 2 CP. And it remits 3 of its wounds and goes up to 10 wounds.
Nice. So Morphine on 10 wounds. He passed his battle shock here. So you've got that objective. So you got 5 points for that. And now you are going to kill a Redemptor. Right, no shooting for Richard, just charging. So you charge, got a +1, but you're still in because he's very close. So what have you done? You've used a
So
strap?
because Black Templars and Space Marines can fight on death, that's in the fight phase. That Redemptor only has 2 wounds left. I can kill it before the fight phase. I can kill it in the charge phase by playing Tank Shock. For some reason, Walkers can do Tank Shock. So the FAQ it, we're using it. So
yeah, that's
I
it.
pick one of my weapons, Mauler Fiend Fist, strength 14, so it's higher than the toughness of the Redemptor, which means I get 2 extra dice. So I get 16 dice. Any 5 or 6 is a mortal wound to a maximum of 6 on the Redemptor. So I need 16 dice.
16 dice. 16 dice.
16 dice.
5s and 6s.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
4, so I need 3 6s. Have you ever seen that?
If you roll 3 6s.
Nah, I don't. So that is.
Explode and get a bit of revenge.
Let's see. Big 6. Oh, close. No cigar.
So that means I got no prisoners and I got secure no man's land.
That is very true.
Hooray for them
So
all.
you got 5, 6, 7 points. So So, start of my turn. I get extend battle lines, secure no man's land. Extend battle lines is hold. I just need an objective marker in no man's land in the one in my deployment zone, which I've got. And obviously, I've got the 5 points on at the end of Richard's turn for holding my home objective for my secondary. Secure no man's land. I need 2 objectives in no man's land. So, both basically my orders at the end of the battle are take the midfield. So I've used CP for these to get an extra vow, which I'm going to do so they all get lethal hits on the weapons. The Mauler Fiends, they go for moment targets. These advanced because they still get to shoot because they're assault. They got a 4, so they move 10, so they're still out with that objective. But if I can take Richard off it and get it next turn and sneak in with them last few points. So shooting phase, I shot these at his last Legionnaire and managed to kill him. Then I shot some pistols at the Mauler Fiends and took 1 wound off him, so he's down to 9. So basically, I need to get this charge to do what they intend to do. So I'll measure that up and I'll come back after the charge phase. So the Sword Brethren made the charge. We have made the damage an extra pip of damage to each model. So Richard has played his strat for his final fight back. Yeah. What have you done?
I've played fight on death for the Mauler Fiend. So if it dies, if I roll a 4+, it can still attack.
He goes down swinging. I like it. So I'll go straight to the attacks. So two power weapons, and he's offed this guy. All them 6s automatically wound. So you've got 4 so far, and
you're gonna ask me the toughness, aren't you?
I am. I'm guessing it's 10. Strength 5, so 6s. Re-rolling. So 1 more. So you've got 5 saves at -2.
Yeah, so take 4 damage.
Yep.
So put it down to 5.
It's down to 5. Then I'll go to the guy with the mass-crafted power weapon. He wounds, and then wounding on 6s again. Re-rolling. So you've got 2 more saves at -2 again.
Yeah, so it's down to 1 wound. Oh wait, is that thing damage 6? Damage 3?
That is damage 3, yeah.
Alright, yes, you kill the Mauler Fiend, yeah.
See if he blows, is this?
I'll see if he attacks back first.
Yep, it's on a 4.
Yeah,
he does. And
he's going to make a Dark Pact. Why am I rolling? If it fails, it's already dead. So obviously it's going to go explodey hits because it's Slanesh marked.
Yep.
So
let's go. You might be able to finally get that assassinate you've been fighting for.
You mean the second we got rid of ages ago? Right, so...
also, you might as well use Armor Contempt to ignore a pip of that AP.
Yeah, so it's Mauler Fiend Fists.
Yep.
Yeah, I might as well do them all with Mauler Fiend because you've got no injured guys, have you?
Yeah.
So, freeze to hit?
Yep.
Wait, do I count as being at full stats?
Let's get back to you on that one.
No rules is written, mate.
Yeah, so we're not sure about that. It doesn't actually say on the strat, it just says it can attack on death. Funnily, a little thing Richard found was it says...
Gets -1 to hit if it has 1 to 4 wounds remaining, but my Mauler Fiend has 0 wounds remaining.
Exactly, so rules is written.
Sort your rules out.
Fighting on full, we'll say.
Freeze to hit. So that's 4 hits generating 3 extra hits.
Yep.
These wound on a 2.
Yep.
That's going to be 6 minus... Well, because you played Armor Contempt, it'll be 6 minus 1.
6 minus 1, so 6 4-ups, yeah?
Yep.
Do 1 at a time, so I might CP one then. He's alright. He is dead.
No, it's D6 plus 1 damage, so if I roll 1, you don't die.
I'll... so yeah, do you want to roll that?
Don't you have to do all your saves?
Yeah, I'll do that first. He's alright, he's He's injured, and do you know what, I might as well CP back the crack. So, 2 go through.
The first dude, 7 wounds. The second dude, 7 wounds.
That's what I mean. Unless I get an amazing amount of 6s, they're both dead.
So 2 die, and then his Lash of Tendrils.
Yep. I might as well go straight to that,
Oh, that wasn't very good. So that was, and then the next one went in.
Yep.
So I'm 7 to freeze. Oh, so
Nice.
it's 3 armor saves because it's only -1.
3, so 2 dice so fire.
Oh, 4, sorry. 4 armor
4 armor
saves.
saves, yeah. So 3 ups.
So one gets injured.
Yep. Or does he? Right, so obviously Richard, as you can see, has no units left after that combat. So Richard turn 5, he drew secondaries anyway, just to double check. I don't think there's any way you can score.
None that I could score.
Yeah, and then we quickly went to my turn 5. I drew capture any outpost, and obviously scored the secure no man's land for getting these onto that objective. Catch me any outpost, rolled an advance and got a 5, I think, but still physically couldn't get on that objective. So we've added up the points. I'll put that on the screen, and we'll be back to you on the roundup. We have it, the Black Templars got revenge on the nasty, dirty Iron Warriors for that iron cage where they trapped all the brothers in, and we saw out them heretics. What do you think? Good game?
That was a fantastic game, mate. Yeah. You just ran away with it, didn't you?
I mean, after that turn 1 taking out the Brutalis, like
I thought I had your pants down there, mate. I'll be honest with you.
we literally said off camera, like, I think that might have lost me the game, just
Yeah.
losing that
Yeah,
early.
yeah. But then you did the exact same thing back to me
Yeah,
and blasted my unit off the board.
yeah,
So
yeah. It
Don't know.
was swinging, like, wasn't it?
it was at the beginning it was, but then the Templars took charge, didn't they? The speed of your dudes charging across the board.
Yeah, I think the Sword Brethren, obviously charging the what they call the Havocs, is it?
Yeah.
And then working their way to the Mauler Fiend, and they just seemed to tear through everything they touched. And obviously you didn't really want to charge him with that fight first, and your Demon Prince was already wounded on the 3 wounds, so it was sort of like, obviously you had a Redemptor to deal with as well. So it was, I think the fight on Death really came in clutch, killing your Demon Prince as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I've never been impressed by the Demon Prince, and I still am.
It's just never happened for you.
Yeah,
has it,
look,
with that
the
Demon Prince?
model's amazing, and he just always underperforms for me. My Iron Warriors aren't fast enough. I know this has been a problem in the last issue. It's the problem now. They aren't quick enough to, when I make a mistake or something dies, I can't get to the other objectives to swing about. I can't manoeuvre fast enough to get to something, so my army needs some teleporters, it needs some people coming from reserve. I want to make some Iron Warriors Raptors, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Some deep strikers to, when you move away from your sticky objective, they go, "Caw!" and then land on it, you know what I mean?
And that's it, just some deep strikes. It's like, it's that threat in your back line, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to pull forward, because that sticky objective was sat there on its own all game. If you had 1 unit of Raptors,
One unit of Raptors, or maybe bring some like obliterators, but a bit more expensive, but something like that, something that can something that threaten other parts of the board, because obviously you think of Iron Warriors, you think, oh yeah, trundle along and just gun people down and smash people, but the problem is, if any flank falls apart, then you can't, with an army like that, you can't get to anything.
that's it. You don't fancy any, you've got some rhinos, haven't you? You've maybe shot some legionnaires and
Yeah.
rhinos.
So that's what I'm thinking. Some rhinos using strategic reserves to get stuff down the flanks of the board, bring stuff on that way. Maybe take a few more units of cultists so I can at least create the stickies and then move forward off them. That's what I'm thinking for future lists.
The thing is as well, like 1,000 points, you're never going to like, we're never going to show the full potential of the armies, because especially with Oath of Moment, with re-rolling all hits, all wounds, and 1,000 points is massive, but in a 2,000 point game, it's still massive, but it just doesn't have the same like punching effect that it does on the 1,000 point game.
Yeah.
So I think running like a 2,000 point list.
How good is Oath of Moment combined with your Redemptor Dreadnought's devastating wounds?
Yeah.
Just it's got 2 weapons
Yeah,
on board, and it was just tearing units in half with its devastating
Yeah,
wounds.
that's true. Which, to be fair, like with it losing, it has no AP now. That massive gun. If it didn't have the Oath of Moment, then it just wouldn't be able to match up to the Macroplasma, and everyone would just take the Macroplasma.
Yep.
So I think that keeps that gun in the game. But even if Oath of Moment wasn't a rule, I think that should still have the rerolls, maybe the reroll wounds to fish for them to make it still viable.
Yeah.
But you're right, that mixed with the Gatling cannon and even like the melter off the, like how did the Impulsor do? Taking all the wounds off.
That's what I mean. I had a fantastic shooting phase, and you had one back. straight afterwards. But yeah, that Redemptor kept my Demon Prince timid.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to get Gatling gunned. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Does Chaos have any defense against mortal wounds, or I don't think they do they?
No feeling of pain, no.
No.
Nah.
So it's interesting, but well, class game, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'd like to be once you get your Black Templars, more units painted up. I'd like to do a 2,000 point battle.
Yeah.
Where I can use like my allied Chaos Knight and
maybe
put some of those faster units in that I was talking about, so I can see whether I can play the board a bit better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's it. And like I'll try and smash through some painting, get some more painted up. I think I've got nearly 1,500 points, so 500 points more, and I should be able to get that 2K game.
You seem to have the offense sorted, and you've got like your mid-range stuff with your dreadnoughts for the shooting. Maybe you might need some bigger, maybe at the back line support.
Yeah, I want one of them. Is it the Valiants? The Gladiators, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one with the laser destroyer is fantastic. Now.
Yeah, and the one with the melters, because Black Templars can put an extra melter on, so you've got 6 melter shots.
All right, yeah.
And then it's got its 2 las cannons, so
right.
it's. I'll have to have a look, but I'd love that build of the Gladiator.
And that would be great to sit by an objective at the back and to just provide cover and fire support for the whole game.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good game, man, and we will be obviously trying to get loads more battle reports in the near future. It's just solid trying to get a day that we're both off and
your work doesn't understand.
That's it.
I told them, but they just won't have it. They said I've got to go to work.
I'd say the same thing. I have to take days off for stuff like this, so it's but we'll get some more in, even if it won't be as fast as we're wanting. We'll definitely be squeezing some more in. We've got some plans in the pipeline, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.